What is the worst feeling ever?
That feeling that you get right after losing a person, pet that you loved so dearly. It's such a hopeless feeling. Like you're reaching out and crying for someone who just minutes before was there. That's the worst feeling ever. When someone betray your trust when you needed them the most. Doom. That diagnosis. That moment when failure is inevitable. The impending breakup. My dad was in a coma for a little over a week before we lost him. And we knew we would be losing him. That's doom, and it's the prelude to grief. I hope none of you experience doom. It's like having all of your agency for change stripped away. It's a true sense of powerlessness. And it's traumatizing. The feeling of total helplessness while watching a loved one die. Being stuck in life. There is no forward progress. And there is no going back. You are just where you are. The regret you feel 1 second after saying something really hurtful to someone. Kidney stones. Not being able to breathe. I recently had an 8-hour asthma attack and it was terrifying. When a loved one passes, knowing you'll never physically see or hear them again. When I was at work and my wife called to tell me they lost my son and called 911. I work 90 minutes away from. My son is fine and safe. He was hiding in the house. But I've never felt so bad in my life. Acknowledging the death of your most loved one. Making your brain understand that they just don't exist anymore. And there's absolutely nothing you can do to change that. Missing a long-term partner and knowing they don't feel the same way. Skeptical smiley face. Realizing you just sent an email, company-wide, and not only to the original sender. Anhedonia. When doing something you used to enjoy no longer invokes the feelings they once did. Everything I used to enjoy no longer does anything for me. You could chalk this up to depression, but this is a specific feeling that makes me feel empty inside because everything that used to make me smile feels like a chore now. You know that feeling when you just wake up and for a second everything seems okay? Yeah. The feeling right after when you remember everything is, in fact, not okay. When you feel that you don't really matter to anyone, especially in social circles. It's when you notice that no one listens to anything you have to say. When people in the group makes up plans and forgets to mention you. It's not that anyone would be actively mean even. It's just that you're not really there in their eyes. Unexpected phone call at 1 a.m. and the grief of losing a child. Betrayal. Someone not loving you back the way you did.
Being cheated on in a serious relationship. It's so much more than betrayal. It cuts you deep and has you wondering what's wrong with you, and then every relationship you ever have after is different because you've been changed and trusting is never the same. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.